everyone. We are from the Malaysian Muay Thai Association. My name is Ashwini. I'm the project manager. This is Kevin, Alex and Iman. The project that we are proposing today is the Malaysian Muay Thai Charity Fight 2015. Before we move on to the project, let's look at some background on why we decided to implement this project. Firstly, Muay Thai is a rising form of martial art globally. However, there is a severe lack of awareness on this sport amongst Malaysians. Local talents, due to this, get very little support and opportunities to perform, especially in the international stage. As of now, the International Muay Thai Association has been campaigning to include Muay Thai as a sport in the Olympic Games. In line with these factors, the Malaysian Muay Thai Association has decided to come up with this event to meet these three objectives. Objective number 1, to raise awareness on Muay Thai amongst Malaysians. Number 2, to raise funds for the selected NGO beneficiaries. And number 3, to recognize potential talents to compete in the upcoming SUKMA 2016. Let's look at the event in general. Basically, the Malaysian Muay Thai Charity Fight would be a one-day event held in the month of December, and it would be done in the form of a competition. Now for the project plan, in terms of the resources that we would need for this project. Firstly, the venue, we will be renting the venue from Sunway Group. We will be using the venue of Sunway Pyramid Convention Centre, as that's the most conducive place to hold this event. The medical team, on the other hand, would be sponsored by MMTA itself, in addition to collaboration with volunteers from St. John's, Malaysia. The other resources that we might need are the fighters, food and beverages, equipment and referee. I will now hand it over to my Manager of Sponsorship and Funding, Alex.
MMTA has decided to fund 70% of the cost for this event, and the remaining cost for this event will be funded by sponsors that we seek. These are the list of sponsors that we have decided at the early stage to seek, and they are include of sport equipment companies, technical equipment companies, gyms, and food and beverage companies. The sport equipment companies, we will seek sponsors such as the Muay Thai fighting ring for the event, and also fighting gears for the fighters. Whereas the technical equipment companies will seek audio and lighting equipment that are needed for the event. Gyms will be the fighters that we need, and also food and beverages companies will be food and drinks provided to fighters. And also, if possible, for the audiences. The other fundings that we have decided are the admission fees charged on the audiences that decide to attend our event. Now passing on to the advertising manager.
Okay, one of the strategy of our advertising will be social media. We propose to use Facebook to attract customers by creating an event page where the news can be quickly spread by sharing with their friends. Next, since our main target market is families and students, so we're going to set out a booth at shopping malls, university and other public venues. Next, we're going to hand out pamphlets and also banner displays around universities and gyms so that we can attract more fighters and potential audience. Then we're going to advertise our event through newspapers, local radio station and as well as sport magazine. Next, I will pass to our technical and event coordinator, Kevin.
So what does the association plan to get out of this? Well, first of all, of course, we will get publicity, raising awareness of Muay Thai, as it was one of our goals. And it is actually very easy to raise funds, or easier because it is a charitable cause as compared to it being a private organization or association. So the identified stakeholders, what would they get out of this? Well, first off, the fighters, they would have to change the lives of the beneficiaries as they get one more fight under the experience. Audience and local community, if they they gain first-hand experience on how Muay Thai is going to apply in a competitive scene, they raise awareness on the sport as well. Participating gyms, of course, they get positive recognition as well as positive possible sign-ups for the gyms if they have new people as they advertise. Sponsors, they gain clean publicity as well as reputation, improving their image. And the NGO beneficiaries, of course, they get the full benefits of this because it is catered to them, as it is a charity event towards them.
These are the risks that we have identified at the early stage as well. Severe injuries caused in the fight itself, which can cause discomfort in the audiences. Next is the schedule interruption in the event itself, which can be caused by unexpected accidents during the match, and also fighters' absentees.